Here's a number that should stop you cold. 85%. That's how much of human attraction is communicated without a single word. 85%. And yet most men walk right past it. Every single day. She's already telling you. She's been telling you for weeks. But nobody ever taught you how to listen. What if I told you there are 7 invisible signals happening right now, in real time, that reveal exactly how a woman feels about you? No guessing, no games. No more wondering if you're imagining it. And here's the twist nobody wants to admit. The women who are most attracted to you are often the ones saying the least. That's not coldness, that's chemistry. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. Sign number 1 alone has ended more missed connections than anything else. And sign number 7? Most men misread it completely and walk away from the woman who wanted them most. This isn't pickup artist nonsense. This is behavioral science, and it changes everything. Here's what's actually happening inside the human brain when attraction strikes. When a woman feels drawn to someone, her nervous system shifts. Involuntarily, her body begins releasing a cocktail of neurochemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, norepinephrine, that she cannot consciously control. She can control her words. She cannot control her biology. That's the key insight most men never get. Studies in behavioral psychology show that over 60% of emotional communication happens through micro-expressions and body language, signals so fast, so subtle, that the person sending them isn't even aware they're doing it. 60%. Think of it like a broadcast signal. She's transmitting on a frequency most men don't know how to tune into. The signal is clear. The receiver is just off. Here's what terrifies me most about this. Good men, decent, attractive, worthy men, lose their shot every day because they're waiting for verbal confirmation that will never come. Women are socialized to be indirect about desire. That's not manipulation. That's conditioning. The medical and psychological establishment focuses on communication skills, therapy, talking. But the deeper truth? Attraction speaks a language that predates words entirely. The good news, once you learn to read it, you can't unlearn it. I spent 4 months going deep on this. Peer-reviewed behavioral studies, attachment theory research, interviews with relationship psychologists and body language experts. I tested these frameworks in real conversations. I cross-referenced them against each other. And I found that most advice online gets this completely backwards. Not all signs are equal. Some are weak indicators, easily faked, easily misread. Some are moderate, meaningful, but not conclusive. And then there are the absolute giveaways, the ones that don't lie. I'm ranking all 7 for you right now, from the weakest signal to the one that is virtually impossible to fake. Let's go. Sign number 7. She mirrors your body language. You've probably heard of mirroring. Everyone has. It gets hyped constantly in dating advice circles. Here's what's real. A 2011 study published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology found that unconscious mirroring increases feelings of rapport and connection by up to 32%, and happens most frequently between people experiencing mutual attraction. When she crosses her legs after you cross yours. When she leans in because you leaned in. When her drink goes up the moment yours does. That's not coincidence. That's her nervous system syncing with yours. The problem? Mirroring is also the easiest signal to fake or to misread. Some people mirror everyone naturally. It's a social bonding reflex, not always a romantic one. The correct read, mirroring matters most when it's consistent and selective. Is she doing it with you and not with others at the table? That's meaningful. Is she doing it with everyone? Less so. Score: 6 out of 10. A real signal, but never rely on it alone. Sign number 6. She finds excuses to touch you. A light hand on your arm. A tap on your shoulder when she laughs. Accidentally brushing against you. Touch is one of the most primal forms of connection. A study in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior found that brief, incidental touch significantly increases feelings of warmth and affinity, and that women initiate touch with men they're attracted to at nearly twice the rate of neutral interactions. Twice the rate. The caveat: Some people are naturally tactile. Some cultures normalize touch far more than others. Context matters enormously here. The correct read: pay attention to where she touches and how often. A hand on your forearm while laughing is different from a brief shoulder tap. Repeated, lingering, or increasingly frequent touch is the pattern to notice. Score: 7 out of 10. Strong signal, but read the pattern, not just the moment. Sign number 5. She remembers everything you've said. You mentioned offhand 3 weeks ago that you liked a specific band. She brings it up today. You said your dog's name once. She asks about him by name. This is now getting somewhere. Memory is selective by design. The human brain prioritizes information tied to emotional significance. A study published in Psychological Science found that people retain information about individuals they're emotionally invested in at a rate 47% higher than neutral interactions. 47%. She's not taking notes. Her brain is doing it automatically, because you matter to her in a way she may not even fully admit to herself yet. The flaw here: some people are simply excellent listeners and great with details. A few interactions won't tell you much. But a pattern of remembering specifically you, your preferences, your past, your small stories, is a very strong signal. Score: 7.5 out of 10. Deeply meaningful when it's consistent. Sign number 4. Her feet point toward you. Here's one most men never think about. Body language experts, including those who train FBI interrogators, point to foot direction as one of the least consciously controlled signals in human communication. We manage our faces. We manage our hands. We almost never think about our feet. Research in nonverbal communication, including work cited in Joe Navarro's landmark study on body language, consistently shows that foot direction tracks genuine interest and subconscious desire. When a woman's feet point toward you, even when her body is turned elsewhere, even in a group, her subconscious is pointing toward what it wants. The mistake most men make: they watch her eyes and her smile and miss this entirely. The correct read: observe foot direction in group settings especially. If she's standing in a circle but her feet are angled toward you, she's already chosen you. Her body just said what her mouth hasn't. Score: 8 out of 10. Highly reliable, because it's almost impossible to fake consciously. Sign number 3. She gets nervous around you specifically. She's confident, funny, and articulate with everyone else. Then she's around you, and she stumbles on her words. She laughs a little too fast. She fidgets with her hair, her phone, her sleeve. This is norepinephrine. The same neurochemical behind the fight or flight response activates during attraction. Her body is treating the stakes as high, because to her, they are. A study from the Archives of Sexual Behavior found that physiological arousal, elevated heart rate, slight speech disruption, self-grooming behaviors correlates strongly with romantic interest, particularly in early-stage attraction. The nuance, anxiety, and attraction feel almost identical in the body. Some people are simply shy or socially anxious by nature. The tell is specificity. Is she nervous with everyone, or just with you? Does she settle into ease after a few minutes, as if she's relieved to be talking to you? That relief is real, and it's a sign. Score: 8.5 out of 10. Powerful, especially when it's selective and situational. Sign number 2. She seeks your gaze, then looks away. The look and look away. You know it instinctively, but most men dismiss it as shyness or coincidence. It's neither. This behavior pattern is documented extensively in attraction research. A study in the Journal of Research in Personality found that prolonged eye contact followed by an immediate gaze aversion